Hi all. Just thought I'd give an update about my ER stay last night. So one thing about myself is that I never like to complain about the physical pains that I have sometimes. I feel like I'm whining. I know people who go through so much more than I do, and so sometimes I get into my head about it, but you should listen to your body and not ignore what's going on. Um, so I have pyelonephritis, which is a fancy medical term for kidney infection. And so I just have to take these really powerful antibiotics and stay with those and drink a lot more water, less soda, take care of myself. So I'm just glad it wasn't appendicitis or it didn't require me to stay in the hospital longer. Um, So I've been reflecting today, and I'm not drinking coffee. I'm drinking juice right now because coffee has a lot of caffeine, which affects the kidneys. But I've been reflecting about my ER stay last night, and I wanted to bring this up right here. So this has my birth name, right? And I don't want to. I guess I shouldn't show it too much. Does it have anything that you? And it has my birth date. Well, that's about it. Um, but being transgender and going to a hospital is a really scary thing. I mean, I think going to the hospital is a scary thing regardless, right? Like people don't like to go to hospitals. Um, and so because my name is not legally changed yet, I use my legal name for things like hospital visits. And it gets tough. It's been getting tough because as people have been embracing me as Johnny, as I've become more and more of myself, it stings when I use what we call a dead name, right? And I used to think before I admitted I was transgender, I used to think, what's the big deal? Why do people get upset when people mess up on people's names or their pronouns? And I just never realized it's all about being valid. It's about having your existence be valid. This message isn't for those people who accidentally mess up on pronouns or accidentally use a dead name. That happens, and that's natural. Um, but hopefully, if you have transgender or non binary people in your life who have changed their name, you're sensitive to it and you understand it. Well, I should get off my soapbox. I'm also really depressed today, and depression is a normal thing that people go through. I was diagnosed with depression when I was 13 or 14 years old. I can't remember the exact time. And also growing up very religious, you know, the message is that we're here to be happy. And so when you can't make yourself happy, you think something's wrong with you. Um, and today I kind of reverted back to that. Like, something's wrong with me. My body's failing me. I feel like my mind's failing me. When in all reality, it's just part of the roller coaster of life. And I think when you have depression or when you have um, anything hard you're going through, it just adds a couple extra loops to your roller coaster for that moment. It throws you off a little bit. Anyway, enough analogies. I just wanted to check in and hope everyone is doing well. And I'm going to continue to sip on my juice and stay busy, right? But, oh, one last thing I wanted to talk about really quickly is the holidays are coming up, and I love Christmas and I get really excited about it, but I also understand that it can be tough. The holidays can be tough when you have hard things going on in your life. So if you do anything from this message, please go check on the people in your life who you know have depression, who you know are alone, um, or going through a hard time. Just reach out. The smallest little word, the smallest little act, it makes the biggest difference. So I hope we can all do more of that this holiday season. Thanks for listening.